My name is Molly Mayer, and I front a band called Molly Mayer and Her Disbelievers. I've been playing music around the Twin Cities for a good decade or so, and I'm going to try a new song tonight that hasn't been recorded yet. And the song originally was written because I was feeling a little miffed by somebody and politicians and the whole mess of things that are out there. So the first line is what sort of inspired me to get into the song. And then once I got in, just tried to get through it and get out of it. So this is called Someday Somebody. Someday somebody is gonna figure you out. Someday somebody is gonna figure you out. You can hide from the window, you can hide in the wall. Cover your head is all you got left. Someday somebody is gonna figure you out. Hold fast and run. Look over your shoulder. Stick to your guns. You barely even knew her. High on a hill, a city that swells. You push so hard, but I'm standing still, yeah. Someday somebody is gonna figure you out. You're so wild out there and running ragged and scared. Will it catch up with you? Jump from the cold to the crippling fire. You're out in the street, you're out in the wild. I can tell your fortune, I can see it so clear. It was written on the wall, said you were here. Oh, someday somebody is gonna figure you out. Someday somebody is gonna figure you out. Actually, I have to say, the last line was written, I was in a subway in New York, and the subway was going through a tunnel, and all of a sudden it just stopped, and everyone kind of looked around to see what was happening, and I looked out the window to me, and written on the wall, exactly where my shoulder was, it said, "You were here." And I just thought, wow, what a great message someone just left for me. So that was actually the second part of the genesis of that song. This next song is called 3,200 Miles. It's one of the first songs I had written a long time ago, and I used to live in this great old warehouse that overlooked a train yard, and obviously trains were coming in and out all the time, and I was feeling a little stuck where I was, and I was starting to feel almost envious of these trains and where they were going and running, and man, I wanted to get on one of those really bad. And I had been traveling quite a bit before then and sort of run away from home for a little bit. So some of that imagery kind of comes into this song. But basically the tagline came to me one night when I was watching a John Wayne movie, and he was, I think it was Stagecoach, or I'm not sure exactly which movie it was, but he was having this sort of tussle with this painted lady, and she had fallen in the dirt, and was whining about being down there, and he just looked at her and he said, shut your mouth. And I thought, man, only John Wayne could say that to a woman and not be chastised for it. So that also helped me put all of these are all the elements that put the song together. Down through the surface of our innocence and our guilt, down through the layers where you filtered out your filth. Took a little time for the restless, took some off the sad for yourself. And if I'm going down, why, you're coming along, you're coming along. So wipe your face, shut your mouth. 3,200 miles, long way to get loaded. 3,200 miles, and no babe to call home. 3,200 miles. Gonna leave in the morning, well, I'm gonna head out of there in a huff. All of your sweet things, they've taken up all my best. If I look any harder, I know my eyes might cry. 'Cause sometimes it gets in your heart, yeah, in those quiet places where you hide, it's where you hide. Wipe your face, shut your mouth. 3,200 miles, long way to get loaded. 3,200 miles, and no babe to call home. 3,200 miles. Wipe your face, shut your mouth. 3,200 miles, long way to get loaded. Yeah, 3,200 miles, and no babe to call home. 3,200 miles. Thanks. All right, I'll do one more slow one and then I'll... That's the thing when you're writing songs. When you're solo, I think sometimes doing slow songs is, fine. But for me, I always get so scared, like I'm gonna lose the crowd, and I start writing to like keep the crowd. And especially playing with this band that I play with, and they're amazing players. I try to keep them interested as well. But for me, my first love is like Spanish music and the Southwest and all of that. Los Lobos and Ry Cooder, some of his early 70s stuff was very inspiring to me and still is to this day. And Calexico and the Sadies and Nico Case. So this next song I wrote is called Mary Come Up, and I keep this thesaurus in my space at all time, in my coffee table, and it's an old thesaurus from like the 20s, and I use it a lot when I feel stuck writing, which seems to be quite often these days. But I love to open it up and just be inspired by old sayings and just sort of antiquated words. So there was a saying that I had opened up to, and it was "Mary, come up." Mary as Merry, and means, you know, to have hope. And it was it really spoke to me once when I was trying to write. But I had this whole other song written, and it just wasn't working. And so finally, I just took, and this is, I think, the key to songwriting, is sometimes let go of what your perception of what a song should be and how you've been hanging on to this one idea, and you're just beating that idea like a dead horse, which isn't a very nice thing to do, by the way. But just take the things that you like about that song, and it might only be one line, and then put it to something new and fresh. It's like accessorizing a new outfit. So that's what I did with this, and the song came to life, and it's very exciting. I like when the band plays it, and it's a little scary to play it solo, but I'm going to give it a try. That's not how it goes. You've been talking like a little bitty girl, and I've been walking around in circles. It's a losing game. One, I can't quit. No matter how hard I try, I get used to it. Band is speculating down in the groove, yeah. My heart is racing, give me some I can hold on to, some I can call my own, just for the night. No matter how hard I try, it just feels so right. Mary, come on up. Oh, Mary, come on. I went down for credence in the belly of a bird, to the seas of doubts, past the loose fish who tremble in the face of consequences, faces of this. No matter how hard I try, I get used to it. Dare say's the name I gave, and that's just what I did. When it came right down to it, I've been beaten by better than this. No matter how hard I try, I get used to it. Mary, come on up. Oh, Mary, come on up. Place is shaking, getting down in the groove, yeah. My heart is racing, give me some I can hold on to, some I can call my own, just for the night. No matter how hard I try, it just feels so right. Mary, come on up. Come on up. Mary, Mary, come on up. Oh, Mary, yeah, come on up. Thank you. All right, I'm going to do one more. This is brand new. So I just got to retune. And for me, if you notice, I do play upside down, and that is on purpose. So I do play in open tunings quite often because my style seems to fit that a little bit better. Yeah. Gabe, do you play in open tunings much?
I keep a guitar in open D.
In D?
My house, yeah. With no G string. Dad.
Dad?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Keith Richards keeps his in open G, and a lot of times just takes his bass string off or just tunes it up to G.
Yeah, it's Rich Robinson and Black Roses a lot too.
Yeah.
Those both play a lot of slide though. I've never been able to master the slide.
Oh, that's the problem. That's the thing. You can't master it. You just gotta play it. Nobody masters it. Well, David Lindley masters it, but... All right. All right. We're going to try this. You're coming along with me. Oh, wait. This is how this song, I got to talk about the songwriting. This came out of, again, what I was talking about before, like you have parts of songs and you think like this is going to be the song and this is going to be the song and this is going to be the song and nothing's happening. So this is one of those songs where I really did. I took apart from there, and there, and then just kind of let it loose one night and they all kind of came together. And in my mind, I hear Keith Moon's drumming. And I actually hear someone else singing it too, but that's a whole other thing that we don't need to get into. But again, as far as songwriting goes, don't hang on to whatever it is that you think is the thing, because a lot of times it turns out that it's not, and let it go, because it usually will turn into something much greater than what you expected. And that could be a lesson in life too, but that's for another filming. All right. This is called Let a Little Light In. This God-sized hole, nothing in the world can fill. Got a piece of the pie, but it just don't pay my bills. Pieces of a scar where my heart don't beat no more. Let a little light in. Heavy hangs a crown, but it's starting to wear y'all. It's dark around the edges and nothing to repair now. Pieces of my heart that the scars don't cover no more. Let a little light in. Like a hound dog trying to get in, slapping like a screen door that's come unhinged. Yeah, looking for a handout, looking for a ride. I'm just looking for a little love to get inside. Running, but the door is locked down. Yeah, get you off my mind, take all I got now. One last kiss, one last rub, baby. Let a little light in. You gotta let a little light in. Every now and then you gotta let a little light in. Let a little light in. Thanks.
If it tastes like something desperate, then give it another name. If it's less than you expected, more than you can take, all I know is we need a better word for love.